Melissa Kimmer-Benson, CEO of YWCA Regina. Every day, women and children across Saskatchewan are experiencing poverty and violence at unprecedented rates. According to a 2018 Statistics Canada report, Saskatchewan has the highest rate of domestic violence in Canada, and women and children are the most impacted by this, with a rate of 453 children and 1,000 women out of 100,000 experiencing family violence. In Saskatchewan, the rate of police-reported violence is twice the national average. Saskatchewan has one of the highest rates of poverty in Canada, and homelessness is a quiet epidemic happening every day across our province. In Regina, the statistics show how dire the situation is for our most vulnerable residents. In 2018 point-in-time count of homelessness found that women and children make up nearly 60% of Regina's homeless population. Interpersonal violence is the second leading cause of homelessness in Regina, and our research shows that 78% of women accessing YWCA emergency shelters do so for this very reason. In 2020, Regina police responded to 207 sexual assaults and 1,500 assault calls, and the daily average of domestic violence calls in the city increased from 16 to 19 during the pandemic. Simply put, Regina's most vulnerable women and families need support, and they need it now. We know families are suffering and facing stigma. If you know someone facing the risks of homelessness, domestic violence, addiction, or struggling with mental health, help is out there. You can find a list of resources for crisis hotlines, mental health and addiction supports, support for leaving domestic violence, and housing supports by visiting sask.211.ca. Here in Regina, the YWCA is here to help. We have not let the challenges of the pandemic stop us from being here for the women and children who rely on us. Every year, we serve over 8,000 women, youth, and children through programs. Each year, 560 women and children experiencing homelessness find shelter in YWCA My Aunt's Place, Regina's only homeless shelter for women and families. And 220 women and children fleeing domestic violence find safety at Isabel Johnson Shelter, one of only 3 domestic violence shelters in the city. In addition to these shelters, YWCA operates Kikanaw Residence, which offers supportive housing and support to women regaining their independence. YWCA also operates 4 children's homes for children who cannot be with their guardians or placed into foster care. YWCA believes in empowering and supporting each woman to break the cycles of poverty and write her own story. Our outreach program supports nearly 200 women every year by facilitating access to income security, affordable housing, food security, community program, mental health supports, pre-employment services, and more. We know our entire community benefits when women and their families have the resources to realize their full potential. But our mission has not been without challenges. In 2019, 759 women and 291 children were turned away from Isabel Johnson Shelter due to lack of space. 1,700 women and over 600 children were also turned away from My Aunt's Place. Each year, more and more families need support. Our dream is a center that provides all of these supports, from housing to crisis intervention to mental health and community supports in one place, so that one day no woman or child will be left behind. We know this dream is only realized when our community works together and shares the mission of supporting Regina's most vulnerable. We hope you will join us on our mission by supporting YWCA programs and shelters, and by being here for her, whoever she may be. To learn more, please visit ywcaregina.com. Thank you.